This is your secret guide to the two-handed backhand, and these 5 things that I'm going to show you may be preventing you from playing advanced level tennis. The first common mistake is not having a unit turn. If we don't have a good base and a good setup, we're screwed from the start. What you need to do is get a good ready position, elbows up and away from your body. You should be able to shoot a basketball in this space. And when we turn, we don't just want to take the racket back by itself, okay? We want to make sure that we turn as a unit. We want to get our hips sideways by pivoting on our toes, and we want to get our upper body more than sideways because we need to get more than sideways on the backhand so we can get a full range of motion when we go to finish the swing. Okay, but a lot of people have half setups, and that's not going to suffice. What we want to do is get our hitting arm straight up against our chest. For me, I'm a righty, so it would be my right arm, and the left arm wants to be bent. We got to air the armpit at the back. There should be a 90-degree angle here, okay? Whoa, make sure you're wearing deodorant. The checkpoint for a good unit turn, okay, and remember, it's one motion, it's not, it's just boom, is getting our front shoulder underneath our chin. That's how we know we've turned enough. Make sure in your unit turn, you're not taking the racket past your back pocket, okay? You don't want to wrap it behind you. And this is going to lead us into the second most common mistake, is laying the racket face open. This commonly happens because people don't air the armpit and they have this back elbow either down or tucked in. And your racket face, if it's open here, it's probably going to be open at contact point as well. And it's going to be very difficult to get top spin, power, and leverage if you're swinging with a frying pan, okay? You should go to Egg Smart if you want to hit a backhand like this, okay? But the remedy is just getting your elbow a little bit higher. And as a rule of thumb, the tip of the racket should be pointing to the back fence at a 45-degree angle. It should not really be closed, and it shouldn't be open, okay? Now, the third thing that is preventing you from hitting a good two-handed backhand is you are wrapping the racket behind your back. You want to keep the racket on the outside of your body and avoid this extra movement, which a lot of people have, okay? We want to feel like we just drop it loose, but the racket stays on this side of our body, on the outside. You don't want to take it behind your pocket, adding this extra movement, okay? We want to keep it on the outside of our body and loose and feel like we just sit in the chair, okay? We got to get low and also make sure that you're getting to the height of the ball with your legs, and don't just get lazy and start dropping the racket, okay? The hands can't do all the work. A lot of people hit their two-handed backhand like it's mini putt, but you got to move up and down like an elevator and sit in a chair to the height of the ball, okay? And then you can slightly drop your hands below the height. Now, the fourth most common mistake is being super tight in the arms, okay? We want to be loose, we want to have swing efficiency, which is the fluidity and effortlessness that advanced tennis players have. And we want to feel like we have a 3 out of 10 tension in the arms and when we're gripping the racket. You should especially lose tension in your dominant arm. So that would be my right arm. We want to feel like after we've made our unit turn, the hand is literally just hovering for the rest of the swing. It's almost not even on the racket. And the top hand, okay, it's a left-handed forehand. That's how we want it to feel, okay? So when we go to swing, we're swinging predominantly from our non-dominant side, straight arms at contact point, but this hand is just hovering, and then we go with this side, okay? Boom. Now, the fifth most common plague on the two-handed backhand happens in the follow-through, and that is people dragging the racket across their body instead of swinging away, up, and through. We want to swing up the hill on the two-handed backhand. We want to finish with this shoulder underneath our chin, and we want to finish tall like the Statue of Liberty. Except a lot of people are going like that, okay, because they're arming the ball tight. They've probably got bent elbows at contact point, and they're going trying to roll the ball instead of swinging up the hill and away from your body. A remedy for this as well to help you, especially if you want to hit on a straight line, is staying sideways, okay? Just a bonus tip, if you do want to hit cross court on the two-handed backhand, you generally want to open up your hips and then open up to your target a little bit more. But if you want to hit down the line, for example, or on a straight line, you want to stay closed. So you would stay more sideways, okay? But make sure you're swinging outside to outside and away, and try and get those arms fully extended at contact. These are the 5 most common mistakes on the two-handed backhand. If you like what you learned here, I recommend taking the next step and going into my online course. You can get started by clicking the link down below. In any event, thanks for tuning in, and use what you've learned to modernize your game. Ciao. Tennis Doctor is a self-help tennis book for adults. You could have 40-inch biceps, rapid anticipation, fancy feet, and a brilliant mind, but if you have poor swing mechanics, you will never win. You can have slow reactions, terrible footwork, and be 40 pounds overweight, yet still make a good shot if you can produce a perfect swing. By reading Tennis Doctor, you own the secret to a perfect swing, and if we have to, we'll call you an Uber to get you to the ball in time. Read it now on Amazon. Tired of going down a rabbit hole of tennis videos? I have organized, categorized, and systemized the best tennis information for playing advanced level tennis, and I want you to have it. You can copy it, get better fast, and save time and money that you will never get back. Get started today by clicking the link down below.